Hi everybody, it's Kasey and I'm back with another video to discuss about some recent lessons that I've just learned. Do you guys notice something different? I have a new accessory on me. Hopefully it improves the quality of the videos. But okay, so a little over a week and a half ago, I spent a week in Dallas meeting up with Ty and some other influential people and doing some work up there. And I went up to Dallas expecting everything to go smoothly, everything we had planned out to go smoothly, and there would be no roadblocks and no obstacles. I don't know why I did that, because I know that life isn't that perfect and not everything's going to go your way all the time. And so that first day, we hit a lot of roadblocks. There were a lot of obstacles I had to overcome, and I overcame them, but my initial reaction every time I hit a roadblock was more of a, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I can't do this. I had a lot of internal friction, a lot of self-doubt, like maybe I just can't do this, okay? And I was asking myself that, maybe, Kasey, maybe you can't do this. Why can't you do this? Why can't you overcome this? And I expressed that to Ty. We got on the phone that night and I expressed it to him. And he was like, okay, let's hold up a minute. Right now, how do you feel? It was like a lot of frustration towards myself, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of doubt in my mind, a lot of uncertainty. He's like, okay, that's normal. And he was like, I'm gonna show you how to fix that, okay? He goes, it's normal when you're first starting out to question yourself, because we're human, right? But it's also normal for people to, once they hit a roadblock, they would like to fold there and cut their losses and go a safer route, which is what I was essentially doing. I questioned, I was like, hey, maybe I'm not cut out for this, okay? Maybe I'm not cut out for it, and I could cut my losses and go do something else. And so he goes, instead of thinking it that way every time you hit a roadblock and wanting to fold there, because a lot of people do fold after obstacle 1, 2, 3, think of it more as the problem that I'm facing. Instead of I can't do this, face the problem like, okay, how do I work around it? What are some solutions that I can do to overcome the obstacles in my way? And that made sense to me. I guess thinking back, growing up, I typically did want to fold when I ran through some obstacles that were challenging. And there are times in my life that I have folded, not thinking back to it, when I could have overcome those obstacles if I really tried. And so during this whole talk, he's like, okay, option A isn't working. When you hit the roadblock, the solution to that is don't tell your mind that you can't do it, that you're not cut out for it. Tell your mind, okay, this isn't going to work out. What's the solution that we can do? What's a workaround that I can do to overcome the obstacle? And if option 2 doesn't work out, do the same thing. What's the solution for option 2, and etc. Instead of telling my mind and causing a limiting belief in my head, because once I tell my mind that I can't do it, I generally think, okay, maybe I can't do it. But if I don't tell my mind that I can't do it and tell my mind, okay, this option's not going to work, what's the next option for me? If this location doesn't work, can we go to this location? That location doesn't work, all right, let's go to that location. Instead of this location 1 doesn't work, we can't do the whole project. And fold right there. Don't fold. And that's what I wanted to do. I was like, it wasn't typically a location, it was more like obstacles that I ran into, and I was just like, maybe I'm not cut out for it. But now that I know, and some of the stuff that I'm going through is I have to go through it to understand, and then look back upon that situation and fix it. And that's how I learn as a person. I learn from experience, and I like to look back upon situations and figure out how to fix it. But then he also mentions that some of the situations I just have to go through it to know the feeling and know how to overcome it, because once I hit it, he'll be there to tell me, okay, this is how you fix it. And when I hit that obstacle, he was like, okay, that's completely normal. A lot of people want to fold. Don't beat yourself too hard over it. Stay strong. Don't tell yourself you can't do it. Instead, this time around, tell yourself, okay, that option doesn't work, what's the next option? And if that option doesn't work, what's the next? And you keep working around, and over time, I'll eventually end up telling myself, I'll eventually stop telling myself that I can't do it and just come up with solutions to my problem. And that hit really hard. It hit me a certain way, because when we started the phone call, I had a lot of internal friction, and then when we ended it, I wasn't frustrated anymore because I wasn't telling myself I couldn't do it. I came up with solutions. And it wasn't just one solution, because one solution didn't work, the second one didn't work, but the third one, or the fourth one, I don't know which one it was, worked. It was like, okay, ready to rock and roll and go tomorrow. And so the message that I want to give to you guys is I had to go through this to understand it myself. But when you hit an obstacle, don't put it as to don't tell yourself automatically that you can't do it, but try to come up with solutions and work around it. Because I used to be the person who went, if I can't film at my house, then I can't film. But now it's more, if I can't film at my house, okay, maybe if I drive 5 miles down to my friend's house and I can film there, let's try it. If that doesn't work, maybe I can go to my other friend's house and film there. And it's more of, now I have more options and I'm able to do more instead of wanting to quit after my first obstacle, my first roadblock. And so that was my problem with that situation. And now I'm working towards constantly trying to figure out solutions when I hit roadblocks, because I hit a lot of roadblocks. And now it's more, I don't doubt myself anymore. It's more, I'm trying to find solutions to my problems that I'm hitting. And they're not like problems, they're obstacles. Like, maybe I can't film here, but I can film there. Maybe my mic isn't working, but I might have an extra mic. Maybe my camera isn't working today, or it's going out of focus, or there's no batteries, but what's the solution, instead of just telling myself that I can't do it? And so he provided me with that solution, and it's helped me very recently overcome many obstacles that I run into. And I'm just constantly trying to train my brain to not want to fold after any obstacle and just push on forward. And I hope you guys got that message. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up.